Hey Cass, how you doing? Oh, I think you have a profile picture now, right? You didn't have that before. Good, that's good. I'm doing alright myself. Oh, I need to change my view. Okay, yeah. Yes, you do. What's going on? Oh, you're first on YouTube? YouTube is not working right now. Let me see. Alright. Yeah. Okay. It should work now. The chat thingy. Hey Amir, how you doing? Hello Alex. Finally the first one. How am I? I'm doing alright. I'm doing pretty good. There was a lot of bugs today for whatever reason. They're usually, I mean, like earlier, I guess like in the spring there wasn't many, but I guess they're coming out more now because like, I mean, that's a good thing. That means that like, you know, the atmosphere isn't all screwed up, but yeah, I posted some strange bug behavior today in the Discord. What I have to do is very minimal. It's just charcoal and chalk for this one. I'm supposed to be doing it off stream to just like, you know, get it done and get it filmed and whatever, but I don't know if I film it. Maybe I should leave it off the film. But no, what I'll do is I'll probably just I'll condense all of the time-lapse videos that I currently have into like a short, because I did record a lot for this, just to like learn how to edit videos on the phone, because I didn't know that it was that convenient to edit videos on your phone, and then when you post them you can actually, like, you know, you guys probably all know this, but it was a new discovery for me. You can add like music and all that stuff into the shorts or Instagram reels. Just as you started streaming, I finished Rosemary's face. Oh, you were drawing in the magma? I'm pretty bad right now. My phone broke and I'm watching you on my replacement phone. What's your replacement phone? How old is your replacement phone? Is it like a I don't know, what phone is it? I'm still thinking, because like the time lapse for the charcoal and the chalk, like it might be nice to have that at the end there. Your replacement phone is actually pretty new. I don't know what type it is though. Oh, like Android or Apple. That's basically all. I think there's probably, I mean, like, there's a bunch of different Androids, I guess. How'd you break your other phone anyways? Did it just break by itself, or was there an accident? Android, I see. Yeah. I have an Apple 7, so I think it would be considered pretty old. It gives me notifications from apps to tell me that my phone is like no longer supported or whatever. So, or is, doesn't have the hardware specs to run stuff. It broke by itself because my dad bought a cheap screen. A cheap screen? Was it like a repaired phone, I guess? Like a refurbished? Do you mean it doesn't have enough storage? No, I mean like the hardware of the phone itself is insufficient to run certain things. Like it does whatever I need it to do, but sometimes, okay, like for example, if I wanted to play games, that's pretty much impossible because that's too graphic intensive, like the modern ones, the newer games these days. Besides the storage issue. The storage issue, it does have a lot of storage. It's 64 gigs. I mean, like 30, like half of that is used, but that leaves me with a lot to play with if I need to record video and edit stuff and such things as that. And then I have an iPad that I can also move some video content over to if I want to edit it there. The iPad's newer, so I can actually edit better in that since it's more up to date. I haven't had any trouble with the iPhone as far as editing is concerned though, so. And I want to keep social media apps off the iPad because I just want to use it to draw and maybe record time lapses from a digital process, and then I can share those eventually once I get around to doing them and editing them and all that stuff, because I can just edit the video on the iPad and export it as like a soundless video to like airdrop it or transfer it or whatever to the iPhone and upload it there. If you don't put like, I guess like they have some algorithm thing, right? If you don't put music that is trending on your shorts or your reels, it's actually pretty bad apparently. Like I tested it out and it's like night and day, so I guess that's something I have to do now. I don't know, my dad does all the tech stuff, so I don't really worry about it. I see. I'm still thinking, so I'm just gonna continue to talk about some stuff. I got a laser, so I can use this to like point at stuff. It's mostly gonna be useful for the paintings. The paintings are like up there, right? So I can just point at them using this when I'm talking about like certain parts or areas of the painting. This also has like apparently this is a blacklight or something, UV, I don't know. I haven't tested it yet. It might just be a blue light because China. And flashlight. Pretty nice. And it charges from the back. No battery. So I can just plug it into. Always get that wrong. Yeah, nice. Just leave that there to charge. Such a chud. A cat chud. You saw the laser? Yeah. The laser can do some funny things. Let me show you. Alright, so it can basically change the shape. How big is this on the screen? It's not really that big, so let me zoom in a bit. Alright, so I'll just go here. What you can do is I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh. What is that? I don't know. Oh, I see. So you can like change the shape of the laser that comes out. Nice. I can just go like this over Alucard's face. Nice. Butterfly. Oh, cool. Okay, so that's all we have. We have whatever this is. I can't really tell what that is. Do you guys know what this is? What is that? I don't know what that is. But yeah, star, face, butterfly, normal laser. I have no idea what that is. What is that? It's bothering me now. Maybe a fish? I didn't see it, but perhaps a butterfly. Yeah, the other one was a butterfly, the last one. It could also be defective, because, you know, cheap product made in China. Oh yeah, and I got an eye patch, which I haven't tried on yet, but basically the reason I got this is because if you're using magnifying glasses, you need like one eye essentially blocked. That's so funny, it flipped it. That's interesting. Why did it do that? Why would it flip it? Don't understand. Oh, there's like a point here that changes the way it looks, but I guess that means I can only use one at a time. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have used a magnifying glass, and if you haven't, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, if you are using it and you are looking at it with both of your eyes, I guess at least for me, there's just some discomfort, I guess. I like how it shows on screen for you guys too. That's neat. Makes me curious how my other thing works. Let's see how this works. It's kind of dirty, but yeah, this is a interesting thing, I guess. Something happened to my connection, I think. If you guys are commenting, because this has happened before. If you guys are commenting, I can't see it. For whatever reason, YouTube and Twitch decided to not work. Oh, okay. Well, it could be that people just went quiet. Either way, hello Lotus, how you doing? It was a ruse, yes, apparently. This is what happens when you have kids in your audience. They get distracted by something, and boom, gone. Hey Perito, how you doing? Thought you had finished it? No. I don't know when it was or what stage it was on last time I streamed. But let me zoom out. So basically I need to do shading with charcoal, which is like okay, I guess it's in here. I'm wondering if I have like, I mean I have the pencils, but the thing is they're kind of low quality. I can probably just use these for now. You need makeup sponges? Yeah, you need the makeup sponges. You can, well, I'm gonna need them eventually, but I have a lot. Medium. Let's try the medium. Alright. But yeah, how's your day going, Purito? Hmm. Just like everyone else. It's still pretty soft. How's mine? Mine's pretty alright. It's like any other day, I guess, as well. Same thing as you. I mean, except for that crazy caterpillar. That was unusual, I guess. Oh, I made a mistake. Hope I didn't touch it. No, well, I was wearing gloves, right? So I'm safe. It's fine. Wow, why does it keep doing that? But yeah, that one turns into uh, a hickory moth. It's like a moth around like this size, like half of this thing, I guess. But when it's in its caterpillar form, the hairs have a substance that causes irritation and potentially pain. Particularly if the hair gets embedded in your skin. But but I was handling it with a glove, kind of the same thing as this, so I don't think that it just crawling on me would have done anything. And when it turns into a moth, it loses all of its defensive properties, I guess. Oh, I might have to mute for a bit. Okay, I can talk. I might have to mute again, but you gotta go in like 10 minutes. Well, yeah, I guess it's a little bit early. I started a little bit early, so maybe it threw some things off, and I had to mute, so. The one day I put yapping in the title, I have to spontaneously mute. Interesting. I'll never do this again. Breaking your vow of silence? My vow? I don't know about that. But yeah, charcoal was my solution for the papers that I'm using not being good with liquid media, and I like it. I like the way it's working out. It's a lot more control, I guess, too. But there's just gonna be some situations I'm gonna have to use liquid eventually, so only drawback, there's always trade-offs. Only drawback, or the major drawback, is that I have to spray work that is using powders just to like make sure it doesn't remove itself from the surface. What was up? So basically, parents were out. They went to New York, and I guess they came back late tonight instead of tomorrow morning. Yeah. My hair been such a high ponytail. Hey, Kit Kats. Oh, thanks for the bits. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know if you're mute, but I'll just write thanks in the chat. I guess this is charged, is it? I mean, like it turned off on itself, so I don't know if that was charged. Yeah, it seems like that's charged. Cool. Doesn't need that much power then, it seems. I could explain what that's about, because I don't think you were there for that, Morin, but yeah. My head is 90% hair. Oh. Uh, the laser. I don't know if I explained that, or if you were there for that or not. Can't remember. Can't remember. First time seeing it. Okay, so basically I got a laser that I could use to point at parts of a drawing without touching it, particularly the paintings. And then I was showing, like, it has other things. It has apparently blacklight. I don't know if that is blacklight or not, but because it's like, it could just be blue light from China and they could just be like, oh, it's blacklight, but because they're good enough to do that. The laser has some funny things. It has like whatever this is. I don't know what that is, but this is cool. Smile. Butterfly. Rule of black light on stream. Have to show off setup with it on. A rule of black light on stream. Have to show off setup with it on. Is blacklight the thing that's supposed to pick up like fingerprints and stuff? Because I don't think it does. Let me see if I... like make a fingerprint. I don't see anything, so it's gotta be fake blacklight. Did you say that it was a fake blacklight because you couldn't see anything? As in you're expecting something? Yeah, a fingerprint. I couldn't see it. Because like it would be anything that you touch, any bodily fluids, etc. Right? That doesn't show anything, so. I feel like my room would light up like the sun. Why? You're just jorking it everywhere? What? Why would it light up? Mostly because I need to wash. The blood has stained my pillowcase from canker sores and I haven't cleaned that. Wow. You're gonna Asmund Max. I don't know if you know about the lore of his blood stains. Well aware, yeah. And the rodent clock. I don't know that one. At least I don't recall it. That sounds potentially mortifying. What is the rodent clock? He claimed that he put a corpse of a mouse. Oh, it's exactly what it sounds like. Wow. So that when the sun came into the window, the corpse would smell bad and wake him up. Similar to the teeth story, it's most likely a bit. I don't know, cause like the roach situation is like confirmed real, not just by like clips, but also by like everyone around him, I guess. Everyone who like has been to his house. I wouldn't put it past him. That's all. That's all I'll say. I know he lives in squalor, so that makes sense, but I think those are bits. What, the roach stuff? I know the, well, I don't know, I can't say I know for sure for him or not, but like, it's not uncommon from people that I've come across to live in filth. Like, you'd be surprised, I guess, how many people do. Like, you think I'm bad, or like some people would think I'm bad with like the cobwebs that are everywhere. Like, just clean them, bro, but it's not that bad compared to like some people that I've encountered. Not the roach, we've seen the roach. Okay, so the other ones, I guess. Coughing up cobwebs you breathed in over years as your webs singing. I have a bunch of cobweb and like spider pictures. Maybe I'll share those in the in the gardening area. I don't know if you saw the little buggy guy, the idiot caterpillar that I found. But that was funny. That was really funny today. Thing that happened today. So basically I post pictures and videos of it in the conservatory. There come the cobwebs. Basically I saw a worm in like suspended in midair, and I was like, what the hell? Turns out that it was a moth from like a strand of silk, a moth caterpillar hanging from the roof. Incredible that it's that strong, silk. But it was like just trying to climb back up for whatever reason, and it's not really going to be doing anything up there. It needs to eat stuff as quickly as it can and crystallize or whatever. So I took it down. I was gloved. This is a species that is like if their hair touches your skin, it causes like a rash reaction that is itchy, painful kind of thing. More so just irritating. It's just an irritation. Its cocoon is also irritating, but once it turns into a moth, that all goes away. You could handle it just fine after that point. I put it on a plant. I don't think it was the right plant because it's like crawling around the plant and biting at the leaves and moving around really quickly. I don't think it's eating from that plant. I guess it needs like a softer leaf or something. Someone followed. Let me see who that was. Another R1. Thanks for the follow. I just realized I was muted. Hello, Cherry. Oops. Welcome back, Dancer. Nearly done? Yeah. So basically, after this charcoal pass, I just need to do a what's it called? Oh crap! I was touching here. I shouldn't have done that. Chalk pass / chalk paint pass. So like for these sections here where the hair is like overlapping lines, what we do to make the hair stand out is we do a white line, usually on top of the hair, the part that's facing the light, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be like an outline, sort of, right? Like a thin white outline to just show that there's a shape in front of the shapes behind it, and that helps it like pop out a little bit. So yeah, that's one of the last steps that you'll see me do. Probably the last step, actually. How's my brother? My brother's fine. How many chalks? You mean like are you asking if I have chalk pastels? Because I do, yeah. I don't know how many, but it's a pretty big pack. Probably like 72 or something, I don't know. It's a water-soluble chalk for watercolors. How's COVID for me? I'm only didn't get the virus, except your parents. You didn't get the virus, but your parents did, I guess. I don't know if I got it or not, but it didn't really bother me much. Since I was in trucking logistics, like I guess they reduced our hours a little bit, but other than that, it didn't really affect work for me much. Except like, you know, maybe like a little bit more dramatic, because when you're sending the truckers, or during that time when you're sending the truckers to go here and there in the US, different states will have different protocol. That was like annoying to deal with, I guess. I don't know if you guys have like kept up with the unfolding news surrounding that, but apparently there's like a Fauci diary that got leaked or like released or whatever it was. I only heard about it. I didn't really like look into it or not. I just heard that it was a thing. What you think of drawing side profiles? I like it. This is my favorite MHA villain. The main one, the big bad. I forgot his name. All for one. Yeah. This part should be white, so let me just erase. What arc goals I have? Maybe make one chapter of a manga. That's like probably the biggest goal I can think of for the year, I guess. Didn't know about the Fauci diary, looked it up after you mentioned it. I don't know if it's like fresh in the if they like if it hasn't been combed through or not, but I just heard it was a thing, so I was like, oh, that's funny. Relatively fresh within the week, but I don't know if it's really generating much buzz to see. Oh, I forgot. I should do the shedding on the face. Man, this is gonna make him look nice and old. He's missing that age. Which Lord of the Rings character do I want to draw? Lord of the Rings character. Probably Galadriel, but not like the new one. The strictly Lord of the Rings canon Galadriel. Perhaps the other elven lady with Aragorn, maybe. The elves, basically. effect of it is interesting. Hey Emp, how you doing? Legolas. Yeah, Legolas would be cool to draw. Charcoal stage pretty much is done doing what it needs to do, so yeah, let's move on to the other stage. Do I have a VR headset? No, I still haven't bought one because I thought it was gonna get cheaper, but I think it's gotten more expensive. I was waiting for it to get cheaper before I tried that out. Plus, it hasn't really developed much. Like, I was expecting it to develop more than just what it is right now, but yeah. Posture check. My posture is perfect. What would you use with VR? I would want to do shooting, driving. The thing is, those require like supplementary setup. So, like, for example, driving is an easy one to understand in that regard, where you need, like, you know, the wheel and the whole set. None of that's worth the time. I mean, none of that's worth the investment because I don't have the time to do that anyway, so maybe in the future, but probably never. Doesn't seem something I would do in like any long-term kind of situation. So how's my posture? Pretty good. Are you a reptile? No. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, first thing, I'm gonna cut out some areas with the eraser. There's certain edges that you want to keep sharper too, so I need to think about that. More into the future, I guess. I need to think about that. Have I seen Kaguya-sama Love is War? I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it. Alright, so let's... put the chalk back, or the charcoal back. Now for the chalk paint. Let's see how it is. I'm gonna have to give it a stir, I guess. I'm sure it's fine. It's been here for like a while, so yeah, let's just open it over the work. Yeah, that's nice. It's nice and liquid. Oh my god, that smell is... I like that smell. But basically that it dries out into this like feeling, and like you can see how it kind of breaks. Some of this isn't completely dry, but essentially it dries into somewhat of a absorbent surface. Like it's kind of papery. I don't know if you can see it buckle and stuff, but it's kind of papery. So like if I wanted to draw ink over top, I could. 2 hour mark? Oh, yeah, I'll finish up in a bit here, so I'll just continue to go until I'm done. Which will be it'll be by the 3 hour mark. Yeah, it's Mod Podge. I think I explained it before, right? It's Mod Podge, calcium carbonate, and titanium dioxide, which is basically it's the same powder that they use for white pigment in paints, except it's like a food grade one because that was cheaper and available. And then the like the food grade one isn't as good as the paint one because it's not a crystalline structure and whatever. It's just not as good. But then the chalk, the calcium carbonate, is pretty much the same. It's a filler. It's adds a little bit of body and opaqueness and whatever else. How many years you kept using the Mod Podge popsicle stick? This? Well, I only used it recently, but I'm gonna use it for many years. I'm not really gonna replace it, so. Anyway, let me stir it up. Give it a nice stir. It feels like it doesn't even need to be stirred, really. Like, that's a good sign that it's pretty well incorporated. Okay, so what do I use? Is this enough on the popsicle stick to suit my my needs here? But I need I guess like a sharper. Needed a sharp brush. I could just use, maybe I can just use like a silicone thing or something. Let's try this. This is not a good idea. I can already tell. But we go. Is there a place I can try it that's less crazy, less important? No, this is not gonna work, I can already tell. Okay, that's not gonna work. I need I'm just gonna have to use one of these. Super thin one. Just gonna have to use that and make sure that it's clean because Mod Podge is gonna stay. I lost some time because it is gonna dry faster than other stuff. When I think of making YouTube thumbnails, I hate that. But what I do is I just take a screenshot from OBS and I use that as a thumbnail. Polymer clay? It's fine. I've used it before on stream. Thanks for the stream. Alright, thanks for hanging around, Collie. Have a good night. Have a good rest. Hello, Green Bean. How you doing? Seen True Beauty? No, I haven't. I don't know what that is. Ramshackle? No. What is that? What is Ramshackle? Ray, are you hydrophobic? No. Why would you think so? Play Fire Emblem? No, but I do want, like, I have wanted to. I just, like, I wouldn't just buy a GameCube, I mean, not a GameCube, that's like 10 years, 20 years ago. I wouldn't buy, what's the thing called now? It looks like a domino or something. Yeah, I wouldn't buy a Switch just for a couple Nintendo games, especially with like how Nintendo has been recently. I don't really expect anything out of them stellar, at least not for now. If playing Fire Emblem, start with the Path of Radiance. Path of Radiance. What's how many years would you say that one is? Oh, it was GameCube era. Oh, okay, I see. Is it the one with Marth? Marth and Roy and those characters? Ike? Okay, Ike. I mean, I could technically emulate it, right? Because I ran emulators on my... I wonder if I could emulate it and stream it. I doubt it, but... that could be the gaming stream, who knows? Wait, let me move this light here so I have space, because I need to outline all of this now. I have to get better with the brush. This paint is not as opaque as I'd like it to be, so maybe I'll add even more stuff to it, but I don't know. Because sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Not really consistent. The Radiance and Radiant Dawn, they're a duology, our pinnacle of original era Fire Emblem games. After that, the series evolved into watered down waifu emblem. You know, I don't mind that too much, but I can see having to play those ones first to know what Fire Emblem actually is before bothering with the waifu. If the series recovered after the Awakening 3DS era, I wouldn't know, never came back to find out. I don't know. Maybe there's a... I don't know. Has anyone here played? Have you played any of the new Fire Emblem? Moron. For 07 subs? Nice. I have not real-time turn-based RPG. Oh yeah, you said that you don't care for those. Understandable. Wife Emblem, the story got sidelined in favor of censored, 3 conversion romance, routine swaths of game mechanics simplified, and thrown out characters overall less involved with the storyline. Whoa. But it made numbers because of the waifus. Oh, Nintendo was on the waifu grind early, I guess. Supposedly people like 3 houses. At least it made a lot of moolah, especially compared to what came before and after, including its own sequel. Wouldn't know if that means merit or luck. Who knows? I need to draw Fire Emblem characters. Yeah, I love the art style of Fire Emblem. I've always loved the art style. Okay, we still got time for the 3rd hour. I mean, I started earlier, so technically I can go even longer, but I don't want to. Force myself to learn the brush. You heard of potato pancakes? No, but that sounds pretty good actually. You just be drawing the character whose character is that she has boobs. Oh, you mean like for Fire Emblem? Yeah, pretty much. Who's your favorite Fire Emblem character? The one with the boobs. What you think of Miles Edgeworth? I don't know who that is. Edgeworth's a funny name though. Is he an edgelord? I hope it's an edgelord. You can't be an or you have to be an edgelord with that name. If you're not, you're just a disappointment. Miles Edgeworth from Ace Attorney. No, I don't really know much about Ace Attorney. Never played any of the games. I just know the meme, I guess, the memes of objection, stuff like that, but never actually played it. So I guess he's the main guy. He's the ace attorney. Next time I'm gonna try to use the syringe to apply this. I think I could potentially get more accuracy. Because this brush is not right for this. I have thinner brushes that I could use to like up my accuracy, but I'm like afraid that it's gonna get ruined with this because it's essentially a glue, right? So. Like the nail art brushes will be a lot more accurate just because the size is so like small, right? So more so rival. Oh, the rival of the main dude. How's your April Fools? What? April's a long time ago. Think Corrin from Fire Emblem is your favorite character from Fire Emblem. Which Fire Emblem is she from, or he? Because I think there was like, I think it's a she, but I don't know if it's like the protagonist of it, and then there's like, you pick the gender you want to play as. Or if it's like a whole ass other character. I remember there's this like witch chick character, and she was like, I guess maybe she's probably from when it went more waifu because I remember seeing a lot of fan art of her. Tharja? I don't know if that was her name, but Tharja Thirst Trap, that's her name. Well, I'll believe you. Need a little bit more paint, but let's see. Let me just scrape it up a bit. Oh wait, I do have some left on the brush. On the other side I have a little bit more. Okay, I'll consider that pretty much done. There's like little things that I could do here and there, but we're past the 95 percentile. Percentile? No, percent. What the hell is a percentile? I can't remember what that is, but whatever. I need to soak this in some alcohol to make sure it's clean. How's my glasses? I hate them. Alright, got it. Brush back. Nice and clean. Nice. Where's Mizu? Mizu was here earlier, but she had to run off and probably busy with stuff. She had some people over, I guess. So, oh, I just found some areas that I didn't do. So let me just see if I can do it with this pen. Why didn't I use the pen the whole time? Because it's not reliable and it's not opaque enough. That's the reason that I was even developing that paint, which I still need to make more opaque, I think. But since the paint is opaque in itself and it is chalk, you can like maybe use this to fill in and like make some areas even more white. So that's a good. That's a good avenue, I guess, to push the white. I have some really expensive white inks. I don't know exactly when I'll use those, but they're there if I ever need them. How many hours am I gonna finish? Oh, it's finished right now. Pretty much it's finished. I'm just like touching it up here and there. The thing with touch-ups is you can go on forever. What gave me the idea to make that paint also was I was like researching papers that wouldn't buckle, and I came across mineral paper, which is advertised or marketed as paper made from rocks, but it's essentially just resin and calcium carbonate or chalk. It's just like powdered chalk and suspended in a solution, a resin-based solution, and they just roll that out. So it's technically paper made out of rock, I guess. I have some, I haven't used it. It's probably going to be good for certain things and not so good for certain things, but it's there if I ever want to like try it out, I guess. But I know it's never going to replace normal paper because it just doesn't have the properties that most media are or have been designed for. What's the next art project? I probably will finish the final painting. I still have to finish the one I was working on before, but the final one is the Lady Maria. This one here. Let me just pull it out of the corner. So you can see it's like, you know, a 50% or something state. It's got quite a bit of work left to do on it, but that's for another stream. And who knows, there'll be other projects here and there too. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. I was thinking of like putting eyes and stuff, you know, Alucard has those eyes in here, but this is more or less a, like, Amir gave me this drawing right here. Let's see if I can bring it over. Never mind, I can't bring it over. Yeah, whatever. The reference is a manga page or panel, so it's the manga panel where he's revealed to be Vlad or whatever, and that's the reference that I was using. But it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I'll see you guys Thursday then. Yeah, see ya. Have a good one. Dancer, Moron, and Lotus.